Really, let me know.
So a pleasant good afternoon, wherever you are joining this live from. This is Reese TV, and we are live here with one of our senior colleague, Roland Bandorkai, who got seriously injured during the final of the national counter sports meet. So that was coming here to get his view as to how it all happened and to know his current health status. So first, was it area joining us? Please share the live and invite others to join the live. So what's up, William?
Thank you. It's a pleasure being on Wiz Online TV Live to respond to whatever friends here for.
So do you care to tell how everything happened? Because during that day, if we recall, you were live on the feed, but a couple of hours later, we saw a picture in the group chat that you got seriously injured. So how did it all happen?
Uh, we have been paid and taxed to do our profession. It was unfortunate on that day of the National County Sports Meet, the grand finals. Uh, as a senior reporter for Wiz Online TV, as a member of the Sports Writer Association of Liberia and the President of Liberia, we sign up in our profession to do our job. So quite interesting. Before the grand finals of the males category, there was a stampede that took place at the entrance of the Semiconductor Sports Complex. So I thought it wise to have do a coverage of the stampede. So I talked to one or two persons on the situation, and then unfortunately, at a certain time, I choose to do a coverage, do an interview around the SKD perimeter, the outside perimeter. We talk to one or two sports lovers to do a build up ahead of the men's final. And then afterward, Liberia is a country of different things at times. The VIP got overcrowded. The entrance of the VIP got overcrowded. I had my media tag on me that was submitted by that was presented to me by the Ministry of Youth and Sports through the media department. And then when we reached at the VIP entrance, it was a little bit overcrowded. And just within a few minutes before the men's final, the male category grand final, I saw the Minister of Youth and Sports, Councillor Ko Bangalu, right at the entrance. We were having some difficulty by the workers there, the staff of MYS, and those that were in charge and other security personnel. So when I went to him, he said, "Oh, Chief, I beg you, Roland, just wait a few minutes. The person is less than 2 minutes away from here. So as soon as he comes, when he enters, and then I'll tell the people to allow you with the asset passes and those with the tickets to enter." So based on that backdrop, I'll with one of my colleagues, Jahin Toby of Front Page Africa. So Jahin and I, we stood up, we were taking the advice of the minister, Minister Bangalu, and then we waited. The president came in less than 2 minutes with his entourage. Then the security personnel asked us to dress back a little bit. We dressed back, Jahin and I, with other people that were around. And then there were a huge crowd that were also protesting that they wanted to enter. They had their tickets, showing the tickets that they wanted to enter. People too with their pass were also delayed for not entering. So we all became concerned. But why you say that we'll be accredited by the Ministry of Youth and Sports with our asset passes and we can't enter, and then we've seen others entering, you people giving others the privilege. The president have entered with his entourage, and they're putting people who doesn't even have tickets and passes on them. And then one of the security personnel said, but then let us give the people access to enter because they have the passes. So we try to make our way in, but then people were also impatient. They're standing, they don't have their ticket, they don't have tickets. Some of them have tickets, they're not being allowed to enter. So while we were entering with our asset pass, that's how they decided to forcibly enter too as well. And based upon that, the EPS guys that were posted at the entrance of the VIP, where the glass door is, they decided to resist the crowd, the force of the crowd, and pushing the glass door back. And within that process, I was right there. I couldn't have gone in front, I couldn't have come behind. People started to fall on the ground. They were beating people with ratting, beating people with the battle and what have you. And I was already there. Another lady fall in front of me. So I couldn't just jump. I couldn't run. I couldn't avoid leaving the scene. So in that process, they were even beating people. I tried to black them. Hey, you have to stop. You can't beat the people. You can't beat us. In the process, yes, one of the ratting my just got better because of my skin. So the next thing I felt was I saw blood draining down my leg, going down towards my socks in my slingers. And I had one of the ladies say, "Oh, you got hurt. You got hurt the ball." Now I said, "Oh, wow." And that's how I looked down my knee, saw blood raining down from my leg, from my knee. And that's how somebody came to my aid, tried to tie the place with one of the county's flag. And then I said, but let me take the picture. I had to get, but then the EPS guys that were at the entrance, one of them I took notice of the one who had the rattle in the hand, but they didn't recognize him uh, personally or physically like that. The next thing I saw, he dropped the rattle and ran to where we had the medical room at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Then where he started to run through. Then I said, "Oh, let me get me here." That how one of the girls, one of the ladies that were trying to help me, decided to say, "Oh, but you're heading man, the man running away." That's how he passed. He went that way to the medical room. Later on, when I asked some of the medical people, explained to them, they said, "Yes, we at the time they brought you in, we saw one of the EPS guys passing through the medical room, and he passed through the window and he left." I said, "Ah, yeah." That was, I think that was a fatal because maybe probably he never wanted to get recognized by Angry Cry or maybe get recognized by some colleagues of his or other security people that were around, other people that were around. So that's how he left the scene. But as God will have it, the medical people did extremely well, I must admit, brother. I lost a huge quantity of blood. They were even confused. I were hearing some of the medical people that gave the guy blood, that gave the guy blood, and another lady who was in solidarity with me. I think she's a medical person too as well. She said, "No, we can give him blood. We doesn't know his blood type. So let us just give him a drip. I think I know RF drip or what kind of drip I you might call it. RF drip, and that's how." And I think I was actually grateful and also grateful to God. I think that was the last breath of drip because our ear dropping some of the conversation there from the people that were present. Turning to me. I overheard someone saying, I think it's the last bag of drink. Can you imagine? They even thought of giving me I think, injection for pain or something. But everything had finished because the huge number of crowd at the SKD. So I couldn't blame them. The only thing I know of, they sold me raw with all nothing in the place. They did extremely well. And since that day, today, the 23rd of this month, make it 3 weeks now. This is the third Sunday since I got badly injured. And not a member of the Ministry of Youth and Sports officially, uh, not even member of the Executive Protection Service or whosoever have come to my aid or to pay a courtesy visit or to show that concern. I must admit, I appreciate our friends, loved ones who have been calling me, family members as well who have been calling me on my church, good friends of mine, the legs up. I just cannot name every one of them, Tikon Basiki and few others, Mr. Samuel Tupai from the Catholic Young Adults Association, Adult Season Young Adult Association, who have always been there, the Kwesakin Young Adult Association, other community friends, my family, my mom, grandparents, people in the diaspora have been calling to check on me, like my sister Eleanor Babla Logan. Also, the Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, who also I do work for his club at Watanga Football Club, serving as a media manager. I've been there, calling me here and there. I've made some efforts financially to towards my well-being. And I'm also grateful to the Wiz TV family who I work for, who diligently, I was on assignment, I was on a beat in the media profession, we call it. I was on a beat to do, carry on my media duty. So this situation I prepared, I'm going through the process. Uh, I've been well taken care of, been heavily supported by my mom, my parents, my mom and dad, and other friends who have been supporting me.
Roland, it's quite unfortunate how the particular situation happened on that day. But besides your health, was there any value that you lost that particular day?
I didn't lose any value. I must admit, I didn't lose any value. I'm still in possession of my two phones, my power bank, with TV materials that were on me. I had two trapos, my trapos, everything. I think so far, I think the only thing that got missing, but I can't really count it so much. I think that was my water bottle that I had. It's not. I did not see it after I was taking to JFK late in the evening to get some advanced access of medical attention. But then, luckily, one of the doctors saw me and said the work that was done by the EMS team at the SKD was quite sufficient to allow me to go home to continue my treatment from home. So based upon that, I came home. I have been home 3 weeks now, going through my medical treatment. Just this morning before coming to church, uh, my treatment, the medicine, and do some dressing. That will take me for the next 2 days. Before then, were 4 days, but now he has dropped every 2 days. It's quite expensive, and like I said, I'm going through a lot financially. And you know what it takes to be home 3 weeks. Even the school I do work with, my boss at the former Christian Academy, they have come to my ill, my bosses, my workmates, they have come to my ill financially to do some assistance. But it's quite expensive, to take a treatment at home, most especially dressing so many wounds on the knee. Uh, they have dropped me with, yes, but I think above all, I give glory to God
So
for His mercy, healing power.
during that particular day on the front of the National Country Sports meet after the incident occurred, which facility were you immediately taken to? Which facility were or that you first there or received a medical attention?
Yeah, it all started right after I got hurt at the entrance of the VIP. They took me into the medical room at the SPD, where the EMS team, the emergency medical service, they were present, and they did extremely well. I must admit, kudos to them. Probably some people might not believe in our health sector, but I think we have some professionals. My own case is an example. Uh, they might have done the best in terms of showing it, but I think they did what they could do at the time for what was there. Like I said, we couldn't have nothing because there were so many people being treated. The fee was overcrowded. So based upon what they had in their possession, they couldn't just numb the place. I had almost 3 to 4, 5 persons suing me at the time. Just imagine going that through that pain with all the place being numb.
Uh, so uh,
It was something very pathetic.
I must admit, personally, I've been knowing you for some time now, Roland, and I know you'll be an energetic guy who always love to be on the field, trying to get happiness to bring it to your audience. So how does it feel sitting home for if I go to you said 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
So how does it feel? How are you coping?
People who know me, people who have seen me for a couple of times now, people who know me physically from my own physical structure, they have said I've lost weight, and I can feel that too as well. But it's not something you know what it takes to sleep on your back for close to 3 weeks.
Wow.
I cannot sleep on my stomach. I I cannot. I've tried to sleep on my both side, but it's somehow difficult that they have led me to bleed some nights. Mistakenly, some part of the wounds or some of the wounds will hit something or hit something, and I'm sleeping on my bed. I'm sleeping
Wow.
on the ground because if you sleep on the bed is a little bit sore, your legs, kiddo. So it has been difficult for me. Quite interesting to sit home. You're not getting money. You sitting home. You got to be calling friends, people. Sometimes being home is expensive.
Of course.
Going to work, taking your bag, going in the morning, like you're going to hustle. So it has been difficult for me. I must admit. I appreciate my friends who have come around to give their own support. Some of my workmates from the formatting. I must appreciate them. Those that have called me, that have been in sympathy with me to see me
Okay.
healing. But above all, I give God the glory for
So
the speedy recovery.
quickly, let's talk about your current status. Since then, how have the improvement been? What's the improvement when it comes to your health condition? What's your current status, and how have you been? Living on the leg. What's the improvement? Can you care to talk about it?
Yeah, this is something I've never prayed to use in my life. Uh, from my days of playing soccer, I was a footballer. I played up to first division level for GBD Football Club. Even with my current status, before getting into this situation, I played a couple of friendlies. You won't believe that I even was involved in my church game the day before this incident. Play for full 90 minutes. I expressed my energy. But seeing myself going through the minus, it had been something. It had been something. Been a huge trauma for me. Yeah, looking at my skin sometimes when I'm being treated, when the nurse come to treat me, again looking at some of the wounds when she treated me, squeezing it, wanting to know that there is no pulse, there is nothing, how healing it is. It maybe going through the dressing process, I feel a lot of things. It's not an easy thing. I feel a lot of things. But at least as God will have it, some of the wounds, like one of the ones you see on my new year, the stitches is no more there. The medicine has been put into it. I took a couple of drips, I took a couple of injections, tetanus injection to help heal the wounds. I've been taking my medication constructively as required by the as required by the medical practitioners. So I can tell God, thank you that I'm recovering rapidly.
Oh, you are recovering rapidly.
Yeah.
And we also thank God for that because it's not an easy thing. Because nobody want to reach to work with coaches. Is actually a devastating thing for an individual like you. So that, like you said in one of your statements, you said that since this happening, there have been no concern, but from the executive protection service, they supposed whether the association you have been a member of also or many time. So let's talk about your final message. What's your message to the Sports Weather Association, to the Executive Protection Service, and what's your final message?
Uh, my final message, firstly, let me say a very big thank you to my mom, my dad, my friends, my family, who's in the diaspora that have shown that high level of solidarity to see me recover. The Record SC family, the FMCA family, the Wiz TV family who have been there for me, like you guys been calling me to check on me. Uh, my sister there, other friends in the US, family members, my grandmother. But the thing is that I feel so frustrated with our security sector in this country. Uh, I'm not just narrowing it to my own situation, but the fact remains is that why the national security, who have been given that mantle of authority to safeguard the stadium, they are there to protect life and properties. You do accredit people, then leave those being accredited by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. For a VIP entrance to see somebody getting hurt at this level, it tells you that our security is at stake in this country. Because we as sports lovers, we as journalists, we have traveled to other countries around Africa. Yeah, uh, we see the level of privilege sports journalists have in other countries. You just a VIP entrance shouldn't be placed that will be overcrowded. That is where that place is where the president, the number one person in the country, that is where you have access to. So I think my own caution to the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the national security of VIP entrance should not be overcrowded. or VIP entry. Every time sports journalists getting problem with security. I think the Ministry of Youth and Sports at the SKD during national games or county meet should provide an exit or entry place for sports journalists or journalists in particular. We shouldn't be mixed up with people at the end of the day because you feel that you don't want to have to give other people access, but you can give sports journalists access to enter when they want to do the work. At the end of the day, they are caught up among people, ordinary citizens. Ordinary in your sense that because they don't have that access to pass through that VIP entrance. So I think my own recommendation to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Liberia National Police, or the security sector in our country should respect journalists. We are part of them. We are members of the fourth estate. It's our responsibility to provide information, to disseminate information to people. So by doing these things, we respect the rule of law. If you see all of the photos, my tag were on me, even on my bed, on my medical bed, when I was going through all of these stitches. My tag were on me. The time they took me from the medical room at SKD to put me on the ambulance, my tag were even on me up to JFK. My tag were on me. My tag was on me. So who would say this guy was putting a violent posture? I didn't. I didn't. Trust me. Trust me. I didn't. People were there. Eyewitnesses were there. But that is my only disappointment. Why should the Ministry of Youth and Sports, through the national security, allow VIP entrance to get overcrowded with people who doesn't even have VIP ticket? People, and I don't want to say this, but trust me, if you ask me today, I will say clear with all fear and favor. The security apparatus have contributed to the overcrowdedness of the SKD during the National County Sports Meet. We have seen this in other countries. When the queue is being set up, you pass through the queue. People will go, you can see young people here, people go, you don't even know how tickets is being cycle people, different people who's not even sure to be selling tickets, checkmen, Zogos, state security get tickets in their possession. Oh man, no, sorry. I feel so discouraged. Despite my situation, I feel so discouraged. Most especially if I would have gotten hurt other places or somewhere else on the field, there are going to be several analyses. I would have feel bad myself, but I feel very frustrated being hurt in such form and manner right at the VIP entrance that where state security sat and allowed to get overcrowded. That is where my disappointment comes from. And I say a very big thank you to the VCV family for giving me this opportunity to express my own disenchantment, to tell them how I feel. But as I can say for free, by His grace, by His anointing, by the help of Mary, our mother, who have interceded through our prayers, I can say I'm getting healed by His grace.
Okay, so you just listened to Roland, and he expresses this satisfaction in disappointment. So the happening at the Summer Canada Sports Complex during the grand final of the National County Sports Meet where he got badly injured. So, folks, we are calling on members of the Forbes. We are also calling on the Sports Wrestler Association of Liberia to see needs to visit Roland because as of current he's in a serious situation. So thank you for watching this live. This is Wiz TV, and we are committed to bringing you live happenings as the events unfold. So let's take the final parting remarks for Roland, and let's see how he works with these coaches because from time now we've been seeing Roland working as a normal person. Of course, he's actually normal, but seeing him working with coaches is something that is actually devastating for him. So, Roland, can you please stand up and let's see how you have been coping? Can you please stand up for us a little bit?
Yeah, yeah, but the strenuous, that is something I'm not used to. But I have been managing. I've been trying.
So that's Roland there working on
So
crutches.
I'm grateful to God. Like I said, I know His healing power is upon me. So I know I'm going to be healed. I can show within the next couple of weeks. I will be on my feet to do my media work and do other engagement as well. It's something I have trained to do. So it's my passion. You cannot take it away from me. God knows why these things happen, but I say a very big thank you to God. Uh, he has always been there and he will always be there. A very big thank you to all those in prayer with me, far and near. I know that I'm going to recover by his healing power, and I can say this for free. The next national contest sports meet, I will be healthy, and you're going to hear my voice again to cover. It's quite unfortunate those who have followed me who didn't listen to that voice on the national contest sports meet during the men's grand final. But I can assure you, you will see Roland Bandorkai few days or weeks from now on his feet. Uh, you might not see this bandage on his knee, and you're going to see me walking with all crutches.
Well, so first thing, that was the voice of Roland Bandorkai. He's a member of the Sport Writer Association of Liberia, and also he's a professional journalist or sport journalist. And whatsoever way that you can help, I will leave your number in the comment section, because right now it's kind of difficult. Staying at home for about 3 weeks with no income is actually hard to handle in our second year. So whatsoever way you can help, we are calling on the government, we are calling on the human rights organization, and we are calling on the entire Sports Writer Association, members of the Sports Writer Association, to reach out to Roland, so that we can see how best to get him back on his feet. So first, thank you for joining this live. This is Wiz TV, and I've been here with our brother. That was Terry Wigwe, and thank you for joining Wiz TV. Thank you, and bye bye.
Thank you.